Hey guys, Operation Steady here with another SWTOR guide. Today we are going to be discussing the Vanguard tank. I'm always asked questions, so I decided, what the hell, I'll make this video. First we're going to start off with defensives. Your defensives are reactive shield, battle focus, and always carry your adrenos. Now with that said, mostly your stats for a Vanguard are shield 2041, absorb 1737, defense doesn't really matter, it's still broken. Your power will be at least above 900. Right now, as you can see, I'm using some of the new augments of the 236s, so you'll be able to see a full build on your max build of what your skill should be. So pretty much this is a max skill, max level, max gear, 248s. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through some pulls. First pull is that I'm going to show you is a long pull. A long pull is using your harpoon, which will cause a lot of threat. So that would be a long pull. So we're going to do a long pull. Then we're going to leap in. Then we're going to hit battering ram. Then we're going to taunt just to pull a little more threat. Then we're going to go with fist. Then we're going to throw down a riot gas, which then lights up energy blast. Then you're going to hit ion pulse. Then you're going to hit rocket punch. Then you're going to hit high impact bolt, which will release ion storm. Then you got ion pulse again. Then you got rocket punch. Well, I keep calling it rocket punch because I do power text too. So I mean stock strike. Then you got your ion storm. Then you got that ion pulse. But what you want to do is you want to get into the habit of keeping stock strike every time it's on cooldown. So every time rocket punch is on cooldown, it doesn't matter what's lit up, you want to hit stock strike. I mean, you can occasionally hit your explosive surge, but I don't suggest it because it does use up a lot of energy. So then, say you got a defensive going, that's one defensive. Then you hit after you see the cooldown go. The cooldown for shield enhances. Once that is gone, then you can hit your reactive shield. Alright, you hit reactive shield. Oops, wrong button. Meant to hit that. Now, what I always do is I tend to hit riot gas too, as it's on cooldown, because it doesn't do nothing to the boss, but it does do stuff for you. It adds a little bit more defense, tech power, and stuff like that. So every time you hit it, your defensive go up and stuff like that. So it's technically a defensive. You can use it in your rotation. You know, it's not really needed in most boss fights. Alright, so this phase is done. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is now we're going to set it back up, and I'm going to show you the short pull. Well, that's technically somewhat of the short pull. What I do is with the short pull, I do a storm, and I have it set up for battering ram. So then I hit the battering ram, taunt, then I hit all of what is procced, then my riot gas, then my rocket, my stock strike. So as you can see, I am doing ion pulse until rocket strike is available. Then I'm gonna stock up. Then I'm gonna hit ion. That, and then so high impact bolt. I usually hit that too when it's on cooldown. It does have a long cooldown, so I tend to hit that as much as I can on cooldown. Hit a defensive. Now, most boss fights, when it gets really heavy, what I tend to do is I hit reactive shield, and then I hit a little bit after the reactive shield is gone right there. Right as soon as it's gone, I hit a Adreno. Then once the Adreno wears off, if the bot, only if it's like really hairy and you're down to 20% and it's burn phase, this is what I pretty much do to keep alive. Is hit back, hit my defensives back after each other. So after each other, I hit all my defensives to stay alive at that last bit of burn phase. And then what you also want to do is, if you have Sonic Rebounder perked into your perks, this is a lifesaver. Say, not just if there's a bunch of ads or something like that. With Sonic Rebounder, it reflects damage back from other players, not from you. That's the one thing that's a downfall for Sonic Rebounder. It does reflect, but it reflects from the group members, not from you. So you still take the damage from whatever is being reflected, but your raid group, they do not take damage from the reflect. So as you can see, we'll hit that. I guess it doesn't show it, but as you're glowing, you get like a little buff. It pretty much adds defense to you. It adds defense to you, but then rebounds anything that is for your group members. So that's one thing you gotta know. What I usually do, I hit that at burn phase 2, so that way if all my defenses are gone, I have no more cooldowns, I have nothing, my med pack, I pop the med pack to stay alive, then I hit that. And it saves all the group members, but you'll probably fall. So that is a Vanguard tank, and what we're going to do is abilities. My combat preferences, what I usually take is Iron Will, Reflective Armor, Battlefield Training, Sonic Rebounder, that's the thing I was just discussing with you, Effective Tools, and Advance the Line. Sometimes you have to take this, sometimes you don't. I mean, it's just a filler because most of everything else is PvP stuff. Because, you know, none of this other stuff works on bosses. So I pretty much take that as a filler. I also take Charge the Line and Battering Ram. Well, Battering Blitz. I call it Battering Ram from my Power Tech. But Battering Blitz is about the same as a Power Tech. If you watch my Power Tech build, this is pretty much the same build, except that it's with a Vanguard. So all I gotta say is thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to know more tutorials, and also comment down below if there's a class build that you would like to know more about, and I can make one for you. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoy, and see you in the next one.